Hello everybody, I'm Flameless Soul, and I welcome you back to Horizon Zero Dawn. Today, I don't really have a topic per se, but I do have something I want to talk about, so let's get into the game and find our current quest and go do that. Alright, so what I want to talk about is this today, right now, this is actually not the first thing I'm trying to record. I before this, like about 30 minutes to an hour before starting this, I tried to record something with Stanson. This is a great example of I don't always get a recording, like I don't get a video out of a recording always.
Claim to let everyone know.
If there's anything you or your clan need for her arrangements, you need but ask.
There'll be time for all of that later.
Aloy, I'm glad you're back. I'm at a loss about Ursa. To learn she lives, then lose that hope seems cruel.
She wouldn't want us to waste time talking. She'd want us to find Dervahl. She said he raved about smoke darkening the sun. Tell him what you found in his papers.
A
Yeah.
letter. It mentioned a shipment of blaze being sent to a warehouse here. Only, it wasn't addressed to Dervahl. The name was Ayland Forgeman. Does that mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar. Yes, a landlord. The Oseram have been buying up buildings across the city, including one under that name. Let me think. It's by the edge of the mesa, near the temple. It used to be a shop, but it could serve as a warehouse. If Dervahl used the name as an alias to buy it, he might even be there now.
I'll round up my men.
I'll meet you there.
Erend, wait. Remember that no one hates Dervahl more than your own tribe. The clans would give up much to obtain him.
Take him alive? So you can haggle over him? You can't be serious.
Our security depends on keeping the peace. If the opportunity presents itself, take him alive. Consider that a command.
I don't want to take
Aloy.
him alive though.
A moment, please.
I'm gonna have to take him alive,
When we
aren't I?
spoke, Aaron didn't wish to dwell on the details of Ursa's death. Understandable, of course.
Yeah.
But now that they've been left to my imagination, those details are all I can think about. You were there. Did she suffer?
Okay, so, yeah, no, is it really what you want? Is that really what you want to ask? I tend to go with these options, these ones right here. Like, this is a lie. I don't want to lie to him. Well, yeah, this isn't the time for this, but it's clearly not what he really wants to ask.
She's not the one who's suffering now. You are. She died before you could say goodbye.
Is it that obvious? You're right. I'm dwelling on my pain, not just hers. And there's only one thing left that can help. Find Dervahl and bring him before me. He will answer for his crimes.
Revenge is not the correct way, my dude. But, so, like I was saying, I don't always get a video when I record things. And this was a great example of it. The game we were playing was fun as fuck. But while playing, at some point I realized that no matter how much fun me and Stanson were having, the video was going to be boring as hell. Neither of us was really talking because it was a VR game and we were focused on like what we were doing. Like for reference, it was Windlands 2, and we were both focused on being on like the whole Spider-Man thing. We were both like just rocking out being Spider-Man. Stanson was significantly better at it than I am, but who the fuck cares? We were having fun. And that's another reason why, like, what's
You
up with
home,
the
Dervahl?
music?
I got a surprise for you.
What's up with the music? The music's weird. Do 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 do. What is dripping? Is it blaze dripping all
Here's a
over?
surprise for us.
Is it a bomb? Doesn't look too big.
Big enough to kill us.
All right. I'll shut up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's funny.
If I try to take it apart, a booby trap will set it off.
Okay, so I have to examine the warehouse and find something here. And it's that whole, like, things being boring that leads me to
If
not
that
do
bomb
certain
goes
things in
off,
other games.
the
That's
blaze
a
will
lot of
ignite a
blaze.
firestorm. If that bomb downstairs goes off, it'll be just what Dervahl promised. Smoke will darken the sun. As the city goes up in flames, there's gotta be a way to stop it.
Is this a puzzle?
If we can get rid of it somehow, the blast will be much smaller.
Oh, right
Maybe
here.
There's some way I can open this window to get rid of the fuel for the bomb. It looks like a wooden bracket. Not very strong.
I was like, okay, I gotta do the window, right? Yeah, push this out the window. This seems like
Help
a
me
really...
push this out.
Okay. Brute force. I'm good at that. What'll it do?
Save the city, I hope. But when the blaze falls, run for it. Because the booby trap on the bomb downstairs is gonna get set off.
Will we survive?
Probably not. Now push.
Hey, whose house is about to get blown up? Ooh, not really that tense. Whose house did they just blow up?
We did it! Dervahl's best shot, and
Don't-
Meridian's still standing.
Don't say that.
This
This
isn't
that
over.
that ain't know it.
Dervahl said he'd make Avad watch.
No way. To do that, he'd have to get into the palace, and that's too heavily guarded.
Get back there, just to be sure. I'm gonna look around. Maybe Dervahl's men left something behind when they planted that bomb.
Yeah, no,
Got
this
it.
was way too
Don't
easy.
worry.
So there's definitely something else going on.
If he tries for the palace, he's finished.
Wait, where am I? What am I supposed to be doing? Investigate the area for a lead on Dervahl's whereabouts. Okay.
Boot tracks, with just a
Oh.
bit of blaze in them.
Sweet. Okay, so we're technically following a blaze trail, not the boot trail.
What caused the explosion?
Yeah, no, I want to know whose house we just dropped a massive canister of blaze on top of, because there's houses beneath the mesa, aren't there? Who knows? There are plenty of games that I play, where, and plenty of stuff in videos that doesn't make it to the recording because, like, well, to the video, like, that I do record that doesn't make it to a video.
Another one of Dervahl's hideouts?
There are plenty of things that I do record that don't make it to videos because
This must be where Dervahl assembled the detonator. He tunneled through the wall. Dervahl did find a way into the palace.
Are we sure this leads into the palace? Yeah, this probably leads into the palace.
Dervahl.
Nice to meet you, Dervahl. You're a pretty gruff-looking dude. Alrighty, parkour. This is one of the few times where I easily spotted what parkour it wanted me to do. Alright. Okay, so I can climb up there. And there. Now we've made it across. Alright. Guess we haven't made it across. So there are things in a lot of the recordings that get cut because they're not interesting. And there are times where something gets cut because I didn't finish the thought. We all know that I have an issue with finishing what I'm saying. Like, if the game distracts me in some way, then I tend not to completely finish the thought. It's not easy to re-find the same line of thinking for me sometimes. Ah, so this was an aqueduct. Okay. That explains it. I always wondered why the bridges were assembled like this.
Be there to see the sun.
Well, they're still surprised.
Get down or get.
Yeah, I didn't realize I was supposed to be sneaking up on them. I was distracted by the things. The things that I could gather. The gathering points were like, hey, I want these. Even in this game, there are certain things that I just completely, they're not worth
These will keep.
caring about for the sake of a video. Like, they're not entertaining enough to make it to a video. And that's true for almost every game that I play. The facts are that we're gonna do this for the sake of it. There are things that with every game that I just cut out because they're not worth my time to keep in the video.
Avad, the wriggling runt of a maniac king. You robbed me of my right to kill your father, so I'll have to settle for you. I'm going to enjoy watching the Karja burn, even more because you'll be watching with me. Say goodbye to Marina.
Dude's mad.
Breathe in the stench and choke on the ashes.
Dude's gone. Wait, that was really your only bomb? Dude, that was really your only bomb?
I didn't hear anything.
There's a bit of smoke rising from the mesa's edge.
No! It should be a firestorm, not some belch from a charcoal burner!
Dude, that was really your only fucking bomb? I thought he was smoking this. Hey, Avad. I'm gonna steal your shit first. Damn it, I wanted to supply crate first. Yup. Get up. Oh, I'm just pursuing him first. Okay, fine. Guess so.
What's this? Oh. You must be the Nora who bushwhacked my camp.
And disabled your bomb.
Did you now? Well, bomb or no bomb, I'm gonna splatter that throne with blood. First yours, then Avad's.
You really are one crazy little shit. You're not really that little, but...
Someone here?
Okay,
Can
that
we
hurt.
finish this? I've got a...
Okay, I have to fight him head on. Damn it. I can't.
This isn't over yet, wench.
Really?
Why does Avad always have his lady?
Son of a bitch, this hurts.
I've led an army. Killed kestrels and ravagers. A savage is nothing.
Got all I need to.
Shut the hell up. Go down, you pieces
Not
of
over
shit.
yet, Nora. Any good Oseram tinker will tell you. Always have a third plan.
Okay, so that wasn't his only bomb. He has these, whatever the fuck they are. Did he really just call? He just called the birds here. Damn it, dude! Okay.
Goodbye, quiet approach.
Maybe this is actually something like difficult to deal with for some people, but
I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more on the way.
oh, I died because I wasn't paying attention. So an example is that there's a lot of the stuff in the stealth sections of this game that I cut out. Like a lot of the getting to something new in an next attempt, the in-between sections. If I'm not saying anything, it tends to get cut out. You know, Glinthawks aren't hard to deal with, my
Never
dude.
do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you.
I mean, that's accurate, but dude, Glinthawks? Really? Is it just because they're flying that other people have difficulty dealing with them? They're not even that hard. Look, the 2 Glinthawks you lured are dead. I mean, they are just literally a pain in the ass. And this is probably a section that gets cut out because I'm just yanking these guys out of the sky. This is one of those sections that's pointless to keep in because he's spouting the exact same things over and over again. Nothing interesting is happening. I'm literally just killing, what, 6, 8 machines? What, you didn't even try and run? You could have crawled away!
As much as I wish Ursa was here to kill you, I don't mind doing it for her.
Go ahead. I'm not afraid. Except that knowing you, Aaron, you'll screw it up!
I didn't realize his belly was showing until just now. Mr.
I know
Belly
what
Dancer.
you are afraid of. Going back to Mainspring in chains. Every clan in the claim wants you dead. And they know how to make it hurt. They'll even bid for the privilege.
It's just like you to get someone else to do your killing.
Shut up! You're at the Sun King's mercy now.
Hey! I didn't get the choice. I didn't get to kill him. I mean, I wanted him dead just because he's a dick. It's like, okay, dude, you're mad because you now want to kill the guy who killed the guy who you actually wanted to kill. I have to talk to all of them? Holy shit.
Aloy, to say you have my gratitude feels woefully insufficient. You saved my life. You saved Meridian. And because of you, there will be justice for Ursa's murder. We can mourn her knowing the truth, without painful uncertainty. It's hard to imagine where we'd be without you. And I don't want to try. I hope you will consider staying in Meridian.
Because this is evading the question, so...
Why do you want me to stay in Meridian?
I would think that would be obvious.
Not to me.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, to start with, you kept the city from going up in flames. You were strong, shrewd, and capable. I could use someone like you at my side.
Honestly, these two, these aren't what I would say. This is one of the few times I'm going with this, with the heart. Like you used Ursa. It's sort of disrespectful. Even if he did do that, even if he was a dick face and he didn't actually care about her, he only cared about what she could do for him. It's disrespectful to her because she made the choice to come and ask him for help when she realized that Dervahl was crazy. Saying I'm not a substitute insinuates that I know more about the situation than I do. I can only infer information. I don't actually know what their relationship was. So I need to go my own way. That's the one that I'm going with.
Thank you for the offer, but I don't think either you or I are ready for that. At least, not yet. I've got a long way to go before I find what I'm looking for, and it's gonna take me far from Meridian.
Of course. I didn't mean to presume. You are your own woman, just as Ursa was. But please, remember that you're always welcome
I did make a
here.
mistake there, though.
I hope that today is just a sunrise for us, not a goodbye.
Okay, no, I was thinking that maybe that this was gonna... I should probably do this next
Ursa,
time.
You know.
Yeah, if I'd
suppose
asked
it's
this, it
obvious
would've
how
been
I
better.
feel, how I felt about her. She didn't just give me advice. She gave me strength.
I should have asked these questions first.
But we couldn't be together. Relations between the Karja and Oseram and Meridian were unsteady as it was. The union of the Sun King and an Oseram warrior would have led to open revolt in the city. And probably war with the clans.
Did anyone know?
Only one. Dervahl. He wanted Ursa, but she rejected him. And so jealousy became yet another of his hateful motivations.
What exactly will happen to Dervahl?
I don't really
For
care.
now, he'll languish in one of the old cells under the Sun Ring here in Meridian. As for what happens after we negotiate his extradition to Mainspring, I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, no, that's
My
fair.
father was very creative when it came to inflicting suffering. But some Oseram devices surpass even his imaginings. What a waste. Dervahl is a brilliant man. I wonder what he would have accomplished if it weren't for my father's cruelty.
It's
Yeah.
time for me to go.
Of course. I hope you find what you're after, Aloy. And if need be, I will come to your aid. As sure as the sun's rising.
So what I'm interpreting here is that the Oseram are the closest to the people. They understand technology the best. They are the ones who analyze it and tinker with it and mess with it. The Karja have a very strenuous position right now because of the previous king, but they seem to have a pretty good life. I mean, look at this place. This is like fantasy as fuck, but this is cool as fuck. I love this place. And if someone can point to me like an actual place in like our world that is like this, hell yes, I want to visit there. If it's relatively safe location. So, let me know, is there a place that's like this?
Aloy, I was just thinking about Ursa. She would have killed Dervahl on the spot. I know it. That's why she went out to meet him in the first place, to put him down. But she also told me to grow up. I gotta admit it burned a little when she said that, but I'm trying to take it to heart. And I guess growing up means putting what you should do in front of what you want to do, right?
Sometimes.
You're asking me? I'm pretty sure you're older.
Yeah, but I don't act like it, do I?
You did with Dervahl.
Don't give me too much credit. Part of me still wants to wait for a quiet moment and wring his neck.
Yeah, but you won't. Because you're a good captain.
Come on, stop. You're gonna make me tear up.
So what now?
So, after all this, what's next for errand vanguardsman?
Heading back to the claim for a while. I'll get in touch with my clan and we'll lay Ursa to rest properly. Like how she would have wanted. And by that I mean less chit-chat, more drinking.
Okay.
What do you think the Oseram will do to Dervahl?
First off, they'll argue about it for a long time. But whatever they come up with, it won't be quick. I can live with that. In fact, I might just drop by his cell under the Sun Ring to remind him what's coming.
Well,
I know, you gotta go. Killers to track, machines to master, all before breakfast. You know what? When we met, I thought I was a big shot talking to a pretty girl hidden away in the middle of nowhere. Now I see that I was just lucky to get a minute of your time. Try not to forget about me while you're out there changing the world.
I'll always have a minute for you. Maybe even two.
2? Huh. Well, she likes me.
Okay. This is what. Oh fuck! Can I not talk to Dervahl now? Okay. Talking to Dervahl was You had to do it before talking to him. Okay, got it. Okay, that's great. There's just so much going on here. Like, let's take a look around. Like, so we have him. Like, we have this guy. He admitted that he didn't see Aloy as much of anything when they first met. But like he admits it that he didn't see Aloy as anything important before they first met, but he now sees that she's actually like one of the best warriors he's met. And let's take Dervahl. He mixed up his priorities so much, all of them. His revenge clouded him from what his actual goal could have been, like what would have kept everyone on his side. If he ignored the people of Meridian, like the people who probably were just as scared of the previous Sun King as anybody else, if he'd ignored them and only wanted to go after the Sun King and those directly loyal to him, then things would have worked out for him much better. Eren wouldn't sit on the throne right now. Not Eren, Avad. Avad wouldn't sit on the throne right now. It would be someone else. It might be Dervahl. The throne may not even exist anymore. Someone else would sit there. But he let his revenge cloud his mind. Like, obviously, I can't say that he was super wrong to do so, but it ruined him. The pursuit of revenge, because of the death of his wife and daughter, led him down a path of self-destruction. You heard me complain, about that was your only bomb. Like, literally, that was his only bomb. If I had been, like, personally, if I had been wanting to burn down the entirety of, like, this mesa, there would have been 3 bombs minimum. 3 bombs of, like, slightly smaller size. Like, one right near there, one somewhere around there, and the one that he had off over there. Those would have been my 3 bombs. And the reason for that would have been, now you can't, you spread panic. You can't just avoid it because you run this way, there's fire. You run that way to get away from this fire, and there's fire. You run back this way, and there's fire. Everything is on fire rapidly because there's more points. And that makes it much harder for someone to just disable your one bomb by pushing all of your blaze down onto some random dude's house down below the mesa. Let's actually go take a look at that. I want to see if there's a house down there. Okay, would have been pushed out that window. There's no one's house down there, but it definitely probably would have blown up that structure right there if it went up. But maybe there was no way for that blaze to ignite, and now there's just a puddle of blaze down there ready to go boom. Who knows? I don't know. Game doesn't care about that, obviously, and a lot of media doesn't. But bomb disposal is very important. Dealing with it properly is a dangerous job. But he let that cloud his judgment, and again, like, his jealousy to Avad for taking Ursa made him want to kill Avad under the pretext that you prevented me from killing the guy who killed my wife and daughter. It's like, shouldn't you be fine with that I killed him? Like, yeah, I get you probably wanted to do something far worse than I did, but he's dead. And I'm responsible for that. Why do you want to kill me for that? That's, again, it's, like he said, like Avad said, if the jealousy part was true, then he was using his revenge against the last Sun King as a false pretext to go after Avad, despite the fact that Avad had done nothing wrong. In fact, had to anyone else, he'd done nothing wrong, but he'd done everything Right. And I was right. Avad is definitely a smooth talker. Like, I don't know what his real underlying personality is. He was probably hitting on Aloy, probably, but again, that's just, I can only infer that. He may not have wanted a relationship with Aloy. He may have legitimately just wanted a strong warrior who is extremely capable to help him do stuff, like to be at his side and like help him rule his kingdom, because at this point this is his kingdom. The Sundom is his. Whether he manages to build it up properly, I don't know. And it is interesting that he mentioned that a relationship between the Sun King and a Osram warrior would have caused a revolt, but that... It's interesting because a lot of the time in history and other media, it's a union between people like that that is used to sort of unify the people. It's like, hey, the people at the top actually are getting along. It's not just them saying they're getting along and then stabbing each other in the back the first chance they get and every second Tuesday. Like, no, that's not how it's going. They're actually getting along enough that they're married now. But it could also be that the people really, really hate each other to such a degree that doing so really would have caused a revolt. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know how bad the relations are here. Wandering around, like, we're gonna go take a little look, wander around a little bit, see if anyone spouts anything interesting. Yeah, no, they're not as angry at each other as they were last time I was wandering through here.
Guard will be blaming their shadows for their mistakes.
But it's unrelated to anything that I was talking about. It's interesting to wander around, and so we've all experienced it in games. Even some newer games. Particularly, I was really disappointed at Anthem for this. Apparently, they're remaking it technically, like complete rework. I don't know how that's going, or if that's going. I don't know. But there's no just general conversation noise going around. But there would absolutely be more talking than is going on as I wander through here. There would be more conversation. People who are walking together would probably be talking. But there's not as much. There's no just general conversation .exe, like crowded market MP3. Like there's nothing like that going on. I don't know why I said .exe. If your music is a .exe, like if your sound files are .exes, you're downloading from the wrong website, and you might want to reinstall Windows, because I don't think anything can save you from those viruses at this point. But there's so much going on here, and a lot of it this is the first time I have seen children in the entire time I've been playing. What? Yo. Did your AI get stuck? Like, what's going on? What? Where'd she go? Where did what? Oh, here's one of the children.
Frivolous, isn't it?
Okay. See, this is one of those things I was just talking about. Like this.
Oh.
There'd probably be a little bit more of this. These people would be talking. There might be a couple more of them. But this is what I mean. Like, you can hear this when you're close to it. It's completely irrelevant once you walk away from it. Like, they're not doing anything once you walk away from it. That's what I mean. And these two, they would probably be talking. There'd be a conversation there. But obviously there's limitations when it comes to making a game. They can't just have every character make conversation with each other, whether because of limitations with resources or limitations when it comes to the actual time it would take to implement that. And the fact that there is conversations going on is interesting. I like it. There's so much going on in this game, and I do have to cut out a lot of it because it's not entertaining enough to make it to a video. I mean, literally, a lot of the side quests are literally just run here, grab this. Like, I've only done, like, a couple of them off screen for you guys, but a lot of them are really just run here, grab this, run there, grab that. Here's a little bit of conversation at the beginning and end, and then we're done. There's, like, it's not as hitting as the main story is. Like, that's the wrong wording, but it's what I can come up with right now. So a lot of it I end up having to cut out, and that's true for a lot of the games I play. Not everything makes it to the video that goes up. Like, there's a lot of raw footage, and there's a lot of raw footage that never even gets touched because it's not interesting enough to even be made into a video.
An Oseram tries to kill the Sun King, and Anora saves his life. I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
You did see it with your own eyes, you bitch-ass lady! So, I really do have to ask you all, what do you think of the stuff that's going on? Like, do you care a lot about the story at large? Because right now, like, that section with Dervahl was really interesting to me. It was shorter than obviously the main story, but I care more about it because it really did just hit quicker. It's a lot less of just wandering around looking for something. There was almost always something there, and maybe that's because I haven't been running directly for the main story bits as fast as I could have. I mean, I went tiny bit of the quest, then I did the stuff for hunting down the group of killers at the Ring of Metal. Did a tiny bit more, made it to Meridian and talked there. Then we went and did this entire Sundom quest. And we haven't even refound the merchant dude. So maybe that's my fault that I'm not as interested. We'll rectify that next time. I'll spend a bit of time on the main story. But if you enjoyed this, I really do have to ask for you to subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a like. It really does support the channel. And guys, remember, smile, because even if I don't give you every little thing that I record, what I do give you is interesting. Right? Hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye, guys.